Bit sad, this is our last trip to Oz Fitness at Coolum. We're leaving tomorrow, my last Pilates. Spent about 5 hours today starting to review and edit the capability map for the Learning and Performance Institute, and as you can see, lots of questions, markups, starting to get a bit messy, so I had to do something different. So there's 26 different skills in the capability map, each one written by a different working group. Some working groups wrote 2, but nonetheless you can see that there's potential for quite a bit of variation in tone and style, and there's only so much guidance. I was able to provide guidance on things like statements have to be about observable behaviours, some of the phrases that I wanted to see removed before they were submitted. So a lot of that finer detail is gone. There's a bit of verbosity which I'll need to cut through. But mostly the opportunities are things like having a look at what skills people have put in advance versus leading, for instance, and making sure they're similar in terms of the level of expertise and what's gone into each. In a few instances there's a bit of overlap, like between learning strategy and organisational capability development, which I pushed back to the working group leaders to try to resolve. And then there's an opportunity for some rationalisation, particularly in regard to develop learning and development capability, which is relatively brief at the moment. But there's statements in other skills like develops team members and provides coaching and mentorship, which are kind of scattered throughout the other skills. So I figure if we could have some generic statements that apply across all the other skill levels about things that are done to develop capability in those other skill domains, that we could cut out a lot of that duplication and repetition. But it got to the point that I couldn't keep working with such a big document just electronically, so I've gone to the library and printed out what is currently 10 pages, A3. It'll probably grow, I think. There's a few skills still to come in. So I figure I'm probably better off dipping in and out of this over the course of a few days, letting things rattle around in the subconscious, and I'll start seeing preferred phrases, preferred levels at which to put things, and I'll be able to realign things. But right now I've got to start doing some packing. We've been in this place for a month and we've got a lot of stuff unpacked. Got a big drive to start doing in 2 days' time, so got to repack now. Several hours later and it's coming together. Kitchen packed up and all sorts of bags packed up over here, ready to go into the car tomorrow. We're getting ready 2 days ahead. It's our last day in Coolum tomorrow. We've got Alan here and we've got a few things planned, so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that there's another adult here to help me pack the car tomorrow, and we'll be ready for our road trip bright and early on Sunday. Jess has made a nice soup, so I think it's time for dinner and a movie. Thanks, Jess.